Hey everyone, CS back here with another installment, and here are my picks for UFC Fight Night, Kim versus Hathaway. I'm actually not going to break down the co-main event bout, which is, of course, the finale for The Ultimate Fighter. Sai Wang versus Li Peng Zhang. I just didn't watch The Ultimate Fighter China, so I'm sorry that you're not getting a prediction on that bout, but I'll cover the other four main card bouts, and we'll start off with Kim Donghyun and John Hathaway in the main event for that. Alright, well, this is an easy prediction. I gotta go with Kim Donghyun all day, every day. Now, Kim, he is gonna be fighting in Asia. John Hathaway's never fought there. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to adjust the time difference. He should be training there already if he isn't yet. Also, Hathaway hasn't fought in a year and a half. Why should I pick him? John Hathaway, sure, he's athletic. He's strong for the 170-pound division. His striking is alright. His wrestling is above average. But he has a great idea of what to do in the ring with whoever he's in the ring with. You know, John McGuire, that was easy because he was able to outstrike a grappler. Pascal Kraus, that guy was also on a hiatus up until that point too in that fight, so he fought a guy who just didn't fight in a while. Chris McRae was ultra close, closer than it should have been because everyone and their mother picked John Hathaway. It's just Hathaway to me hasn't looked spectacular in a while, since maybe Rick Story or Diego Sanchez. And against someone like Kim Donghyun, who is very skilled and kind of on a roll, I can't just pick a John Hathaway who's going to come in after a year and a half off and beat him. I think that Kim Donghyun is going to do well as far as the striking components of the bout. I think he's going to be aggressive. Moving forward, he's going to connect on a lot of straight punches, and I don't think John Hathaway has, experienced power like Kim Donghyun ever, because taking a look at who he's faced, Rick Story wasn't exactly a puncher at the time. Paul Taylor, that guy's more of a lightweight if you ask me. Diego Sanchez doesn't have great power. Mike Pyle doesn't have great power. Chris McRae, Pascal Kraus, John McGuire. You know what? I really think Kim Donghyun can surprise us with a knockout if you're not picking him to knock out John Hathaway. I'm just saying it could happen because John Hathaway hasn't fought in a while, and I'm going to say that happens. If not, Kim Donghyun, I think he's going to do enough over the course of 5 rounds to win the decision. I think he can grind John Hathaway out by the cage. I think he's a better clinch fighter, with his judo. So I just think he wins the fight wherever it goes. I don't think he winds up on his back if John Hathaway is thinking takedown. So it's either going to be Kim outstriking John Hathaway, if not just Cajun praying, and it should be an easy win for him. I'm actually going to pick him to knock John Hathaway out. I just don't like the fact that John hasn't fought in a while. But who knows? John Hathaway has surprised me in the past. He hasn't surprised me in a spectacular fashion yet. And I don't think he's going to surprise us this time. So Kim Donghyun is going to win via second round TKO due to strikes. Heavyweight bout between Matt Mitrione and Shawn Jordan. I don't have Shawn Jordan winning this bout based on the fact that I think Matt Mitrione is going to walk in there, just set the precedent early with the jabs, just keeping distance, using low kicks, and not engaging in a close distance striking match with Shawn Jordan. If this winds up by the cage, if it's a cage and clinch situation, I'm not sure who has the upper hand there. Maybe Shawn Jordan, he knows how to, just get underhooks being a smaller guy with a stocky base, and maybe perhaps propel Matt Mitrione down to the ground, take him down like that. Matt Mitrione, from what I know though, can probably separate and make it a kickboxing match yet again. It's just if Shawn Jordan is in a kickboxing match where it's pretty paced out and spaced out, chances are he's getting leg kicked and jabbed over the course of 3 rounds. I think that's likely to happen. Sure, they're heavyweights. Any of these guys can get knocked out at any given time. Matt Mitrione has decent power himself. But I think Mitrione's going to just play it safe here, win a kickboxing match over in Macau, and that's pretty much that. I hope neither of those guys gas, though. We'll see. Who knows? Now moving on, bantamweight bout between Ning Fan and Von Lee. Von Lee, alright striking. His jiu-jitsu is above average, if you ask me. I think he has, a knack for getting some submissions off. Nice armbar. Someone like Ning Fan, though, chances are won't get out-grappled. I think we're going to see a pretty exciting kickboxing match on the feet here, likely. I think Ning Fan's going to be aggressive with his combinations. Not do a heck of a whole lot because Ning Fan doesn't exactly hurt people. But I think he'll do enough to win against someone like Von Lee. I think that Von Lee's going to want to get this to the ground eventually after he realizes he is getting outpointed on the feet. It's pretty much as simple as that. I think we have a fight of night candidate here. I just think that Ning Fan's a more capable striker, and we'll see it in this match. So Ning Fan for the win. And moving on to the last fight I'll be breaking down, it's between Hatsu Hioki and Ivan Menjivar at 145. Yes, Menjivar is moving up to 145. He hasn't fought at 145 in years, but I know he's had some issues cutting weight to 135. He's not going to be as fatigued cutting to 145. So good for him if this is what's more comfortable for him. I think he's going to look good. Typical Ivan Menjivar. Exciting fighter. He's going to be highly aggressive with his combinations and perhaps getting it down to the ground if he can finish you there. Hatsu Hioki, though, it's near impossible to finish Hatsu Hioki. This guy, he's fought mostly everyone at 145 except for like Chad Mendes and Jose Aldo, and no one's finished him. But he is too complacent of a fighter, doesn't throw enough strikes to warrant taking decisions on the feet, and he isn't as aggressive as a grappler as he should be unless he's on his back. That doesn't exactly look good in modern MMA officiating and judging. So, who are you going to pick here? Based on the fact that I don't think Hatsu Hioki is going to spend a lot of time on his back, I've got to pick him to win this. I think that the strikes he throws on his feet, as far as the jabs and some low kicks, are going to be enough to win this outright. I think Menjivar is going to try to, come in there, land short combinations, move in and out of the pocket, but I don't think he's going to be cracking Hatsu Hioki with enough to win this fight. That being said, I don't think Menjivar is going to look bad as far as being a 145er again. It's just Hatsu Hioki, I think, is a bad matchup for him. It's just, unless you're a D1 wrestler like Darren Elkins or Clay Guida, I don't think you're going to beat Hatsu Hioki the way he's been being beat as of late. So I got to go with Hatsu Hioki to win this fight. Decision, I'm going to say he gets off with striking bike for the win. And there it is, guys. That about does it for my picks for UFC Fight Night, Kim versus Hathaway. If you think Kim's going to win this fight, give me a thumbs up. If you think Hathaway's going to win this fight, give me a thumbs down. So yeah, that about does it. Hopefully you guys like my main card picks. If you guys want to check out my preliminary card picks, you can check them out in the description in all of its entirety. And that about does it, guys. So thanks again for watching and subscribing and doing what you do. Again, sorry about the hiatus. It's just I've been really uninterested in the UFC as of late based on the fact that I don't think the matchmaking has been that good. Sean Shelby and Joe Silva kind of have to step up their game in the next few cards, and I think this is going to be a start. It might not be an interesting card to you guys, but trust me, I think that main card might surprise a few of us. We'll see. Who knows? We can only hope, right? So, thanks again. Deuces for all my supporters, bruises for all my haters, and take care.